What's up, everybody? The Marvels drops this week, so I wanted to do another one of the everything you need to know before videos, and I'll get you up to date on Carol, Monica, Kamala, Nick Fury, and all the projects they've been in. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. I'll get started with my favorite of the three main characters in this movie, Monica Rambeau, who, according to my Funko I got of her from the Marvels, she will go by Photon in the MCU. She first appeared as a wee girl in the Captain Marvel movie, as her mother, Maria Rambeau, was close with Carol before she was taken by the Kree. Monica got the nickname Lieutenant Trouble from Carol Danvers in the movie and would later go on to help Captain Marvel get her new suit. We next see Monica in the WandaVision show as an adult. During the events of Infinity War, however, Maria, her mother, was in the hospital with cancer until Monica was blipped away, only to return with her mother having died. Monica was working with the organization SWORD, and she accompanied them to Westview under the impression that Wanda stole Vision's remains and she was a threat. This is when Monica's powers start to come into play as she breaches Wanda's hex multiple times, and that completely rewrote her cells so that she can see all forms of light and energy. In the series finale, Monica saved the lives of Wanda's children after they were shot at, and she is now working alongside the legendary Nicholas J. Fury. Monica Rambeau was brought to life in the MCU by Akira Akbar when she was just a wee girl in the Captain Marvel movie, and it is now the wonderful Teyonah Parris continuing her story. Moving on to Nicholas J. Fury, who seems to be back to his typical roles in these movies after being on the front lines in his last appearance. He obviously first appeared all the way back in Phase 1, but I'm going to go over what he's been up to since he returned from being blipped. After returning for Tony Stark's funeral at the end of Avengers Endgame, Fury basically retreated up to space, leaving Talos to handle his business on Earth in his form. So, while Nick Fury technically appeared in Spider-Man Far From Home, it wasn't really Fury, but rather Talos in Fury's form. He was then drawn back to Earth in Secret Invasion, the series, where he had to go on the offensive, fighting it out on the front lines for what felt like the first time since Captain America Winter Soldier. Fury, along with the help of Maria Hill and Talos, who both passed in the show, as well as Sonya and Gaia, stopped the Skrulls from starting a world war, and now he'll return to space with his wife this time to try and help negotiate peace between the Kree and the Skrulls. Nicholas J. Fury has been portrayed by Samuel L. Jackson for the entirety of his existence in the cinematic universe. Now, before I get into the rest of the characters, I wanted to mention that if you like keeping up with everything going on in the nerdy world, that's news, rumors, leaks, TV show breakdowns, and movie reviews, and you're looking for one place to have it all, that's why I'm here. I do it all in various forms, whether it be a longer video like this one, or a short video that's 60 seconds or less. So if that's something that interests you, I would appreciate it greatly if you'd subscribe to the channel, as I strive to get monetized and really have the channel take off. Thank you for that. Now let's keep going with the video. Next up is going to be Kamala Khan, aka Miss Marvel. Kamala is one of the younger heroes in the MCU and will surely be poised to join the Young Avengers at some point in the near future if Kevin Feige still wants that team to be formed. But that's besides the point right now. She debuted in the MCU in her own show a little over a year ago now. While they did change her powers from the comics, they are now tied to the greater multiverse and the saga. Those powers come from her bangle or bangles, which she has still yet to find the other one, but obviously we know from the Marvel's trailers that Darben has it as shown. In her series, Kamala learns about her family's history when she goes to visit Pakistan, while in the country, she also encounters Kareem, aka the Red Dagger. When she returns home to Jersey, she has to fend off damage control to protect her friends before her community rallies behind her, and we get a pretty happy ending. That is, until she trades places with Captain Marvel in the credit scene to her show, which will definitely lead directly into the Marvels as we explore the concept of their powers being entangled. Kamala Khan is brought to life by a superfan who's just like us, Iman Vellani. Finally, let's talk about the heavy hitter, Carol Danvers, prodigal child of the Milky Way, aka Captain Marvel. She first appeared in her own billion-dollar hit movie, Captain Marvel, that was released between Infinity War and Endgame to introduce her to the audience before she came in kicking ass in Endgame. Since her appearance in the Avengers movie, she's appeared in 2 credit scenes on 2 different MCU projects in Phase 4, solidifying herself as a key player in the post-Endgame era. The first, well, That was a post-credit scene for Shang-Chi where she meets him with Bruce Banner and Wong to discuss the power of the rings. I believe this scene will indeed help her to understand the powers of the Bangles once she meets Kamala in the Marvels. Then, as I mentioned earlier, she appears in a credit scene of the Miss Marvel show as she switches spots with the titular character as a tease to what we're going to be seeing in this movie. Brie Larson has been the one behind Captain Marvel for the entirety of her tenure in the MCU. Alright, so this next and final section, I'm going to be going over some of the leaks and rumors surrounding the movie. While they are not a 100% guarantee, I do understand if you don't want to have a chance of being spoiled so close to the movie. With that being said, if you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate it greatly if you'd subscribe to the channel to show your support and so you don't miss out on any of my content moving forward. Also, make sure to come back Friday, or it might be Thursday depending on when I get to see the movie, when my spoiler review for the Marvels will drop. The release order, if it's Friday, will go Loki, the Marvels, Invincible, and that last one might be Saturday, depending on how fast I work on Thursday night. Just a heads up on that. So, with that out of the way, I'm going to give you one last warning here. This next section will contain potential spoilers for the movie, so if this is where you're getting off, thanks for checking out my prep video for the Marvels, and I hope you enjoy the movie whenever you get to see it in the theater, or even if you wait for Disney Plus, and make sure you come back to the channel to let me know what you thought of it. I won't be diving into any plot leaks or anything that major in this section, even I don't like knowing that much, but I will go over a couple cameos and major moments that have been leaked or rumored. The first is that we'll be seeing our first live action incursion happen in the MCU. Obviously, we saw the aftermath of an incursion in Multiverse of Madness, but rumor has it we'll see an actual one going down and Monica will have to stop it. Monica or Photon stopping said incursion leads us right into the next part, which are two cameos. Those being Lashana Lynch as Binary, who previously played Maria Rambeau in both Captain Marvel and Multiverse of Madness, and that was actually seen in a TV spot. You can see her costume, the lower half, and then she'll be with Kelsey Grammer returning as Beast on the other Earth that Monica ends up on in the end of the movie after stopping the incursion. Another rumored credit scene is that Kamala will use Nick Fury's tech to go find Kate Bishop to signal the formation of the Young Avengers in the MCU, and it said Kamala will ask Kate, "Did you know Ant-Man has a daughter?" Like I said, I don't want to potentially spoil anything too major like the whole plot. I know that kind of stuff is out there, but I try to not even know all what's going on in that stuff because it just kind of ruins it for me. But those were just a few of the things that I found most intriguing as far as having potential to happen. And that's going to do it for my prep video on the Marvels. I hope this helped freshen your memory without having to go back and watch everything if that's not something you like doing or not something you had time to do. If it did help, once again I ask that you subscribe to the channel to help me out and show your appreciation. I plan to keep making videos like this for projects I think I can shed my knowledge on to help out naturally. You'll notice I didn't mention Darben in this video at all, and that's just because it's really just not a character I'm familiar with, and I'll never BS you guys like some other channels will try and do. Anyway, thanks for watching my video and make sure you have a great day.